Hello.
Here's Levert. No made baskets yet. And the Hawks, looking at who they've got. We've got Trae Young. Also, Karis LeVert out there. Terrence Mann is out there with Onyeka Okongwu. And it's Burke in at the 4 spot.
And when healthy, LeVert is a problem. A multi-dimensional guard who can score, pass, and rebound at an impressive clip.
They throw good. LeVert. Brent, how much importance do you put on coaching at the pro level?
Well, B.A., it's huge, and I think the best coaches in the league are the best relationship builders. I mean, it's not about the tactics. Everybody's running the same plays and trying to take advantage of the same things. It really comes down to the connectivity between the coach and understanding each and every player you have on your team.
Now here's Kispert. He had 9 points in his last time out. Smart outside. Now here's Kispert, guarded by Okongwu. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the arc. Here's Sarr. The rebound by the Hawks. Defeated by Washington in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It's just so difficult to win when you waste as many chances at the line as they did.
Yeah, it's not always just about free throw shooting, but it can be a large factor and disrupt your confidence.
Here's Burke. Pass to Mann. The Hawks need to get one up here. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. And Washington with possession. They're on an 11-3 run. Yep, that one goes. Brogdon's got 6 points in the quarter.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Okongwu, a screen on Smart. It's stolen by Smart. To the inside. Going all the way to the rack. Finished off the break. Smart's got his first 2 points of the night. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Wizards?
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Well, they've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break, that'll add to your total in a hurry.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
With the game on the line, Ice Trae is dangerous man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I've worked too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. And it's Washington with the ball. The Hawks getting their last shot to go. To the middle. The steal. Here's Sarr. He's got 9. Blocked! And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. Both teams will make substitutions. Middleton outside. Over Johnson. Middleton, no good.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Man, Brent, when Trae Young is on the floor, his teams put up ridiculous offensive numbers. What makes Trae a difference maker?
Well, I think Trae's relentlessness as an offensive player is hard to defend. I mean, he is so quick with the basketball. He gets into the teeth of the defense and causes so many problems, B.A. He sometimes has those stretches where he becomes an offense unto himself.
Free throw is good. Young. Well, Brent, when it comes to the Hawks, they've struggled to find consistency on the defensive end.
No, BA, that's not true. They've been consistently bad on the defensive end. I mean, they've been bottom 10 in defense 6 of the last 7 years. The only exception was the year that they made it to the conference finals. So that's just not going to cut it. You got to play both ends.
No good on the second free throw. And looking at Trae Young, Brent, his team's always finished in the top 10 in offensive rating.
Yeah, for Trae, those teams he's played on have normally been in the top 5, along with playing at a top 10 pace. So when he has the ball in his hands and he's coming at you, very difficult to stop. Young's so talented, you're basically guaranteed to have a good offensive team.
Young with the bucket.
I don't know if any shot's a good shot, but Trae Young willing to take any shot he gets.
Young against Poole. There's the triple. Drills it from deep. Poole's got 10 points in the game.
0 defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open 3.
Young with a screen on Middleton. Down low. It's rebounded by Washington. Sarr's got 5 rebounds tonight. And Washington again with the bucket.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Okongwu, a screen on Middleton. Inside. Okongwu, no good.
That's the shot you hope for, right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Middleton, no good. Hawks trail by 20. Outside Young. Pass to Okongwu. Atlanta again missing.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Here's Poole. Shot from 16, and he hits the jumper for 2. Poole's got 5 points in the quarter.
And Poole knocks that one down without worry.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Young, the pass to Okongwu. Can they get it? Sarr pulls it in.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Here's Sarr. Here's Carrington. He's scoreless. Shot clock at 6. There's a screen.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact. Very few miscues from this team tonight. They valued their possessions and hold the lead partly because of it.
Atlanta's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Pass to Daniels. Here's Rizachet. Middleton covering, and it's rejected.
What I like about Sarr as a shot blocker, he can do it anywhere on the floor.
Here's Poole. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Hawks in Atlanta.
He also did a masterful job in that game of drawing a lot of fouls, so he's creating havoc for the defense.
Now here's Middleton. And as Chris Middleton has gotten older, Brent, he's had to battle a number of injuries.
Yeah, no doubt this is what happens to an aging player, and for Middleton, they seem to just be compounding. The tough thing for the squad that he plays with is just how reliable and important he's been in the biggest moments. So he gives them confidence. He needs to find it back in his own body.
That free throw good from Middleton. And now that this new season is underway, Grant, how critical is it to get off to a good start?
Well, B.A., it's so important, but not the end-all, be-all. It's a long season, plenty of time to build towards your goal. You're going to have some setbacks along the way, but just keep your head down and keep pushing forward.
Burt's checked in for Atlanta. Both free throws good from Middleton. With the Bradley Beal trade, Washington made it clear they were going in a new direction, Brent.
Yeah, it felt like the Wizards were stuck in the Delaware just a little bit. They won 34 or 35 games for 3 straight seasons, and you know, trading away Bradley Beal was an admittance to, hey, we've got to start over. We've got to do something to get some younger players in here on the roster and give us some flexibility. The future is now for the Washington Wizards.
Another triple for him. His fourth of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
Back to Poole. Soft touch off the glass. Poole's got 14 points for the game.
Well, he's been called streaky before, but Jordan Poole is getting it going here, on fire offensively.
Here's Daniels. And the baseline jumper, no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Here's Middleton. And they'll get another chance. Pass to Champagny. Beyond the arc. He buries it from 3. He has 7.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
From the inbound. Young, the pass to Okongwu. Here's Burke. 5 to shoot. Here's Daniels. He shoots again. Rebounded by Champagny. Champagny's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Middleton. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And so it's the Washington Wizards, firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look at the Hawks, a tall order for them in this one, looking to steal a win from a very good team. On paper, it's a tough hill climb.
Yeah, but that's why we play games. Anything can happen.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Washington Wizards.
Man, this offense is in rhythm right now. They're moving the ball, moving without the ball. Everything looks exactly the way they drew it up.
Yeah, this one might already be over.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Washington has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. They've got Chris Middleton, Jordan Poole out there with Sarr, and it's Carrington in a 2-guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Sarr passes to Middleton with the drive, and he banks in the layup. Middleton's got 14 points for the game.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Outside Johnson. Young inside, guarded by Poole. That one falls. Young's got 19 points.
Young working hard on the defensive end that time.
And it's Poole with the ball for the Washington Wizards. Here's Champagny, covered by Johnson. Champagny, the pass to Middleton. Over Rizachet. Middleton, no good.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Here's Young. Here's Daniels. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist.
Inside, Daniels really uses his agility, getting nimble to find himself a shot.
Poole, the pass to Sarr. Back to Poole. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Johnson's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass. Third quarter. Both teams deciding to change it up. Outside Brogdon. Here's Poole. Blocked! And they recover it. And here's Holmes. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. George passes to Poole. To the wing, right side. Brogdon against Johnson. Pass to Kispert. Takes a 3. Atlanta with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
To the paint. Here's Burke. And that one goes. He's shooting 5 of 9 in this one.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Now here's Kispert. They set a pick. Brogdon feeling it out a bit. 5 on the clock. To snap the cold streak. Sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
A good shooter from behind the arc. Selective when he does it. Love how Brogdon lets that one fly.
LeVert goes against Poole. To the inside. Here's Burke. Gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Washington leading by 21. Now Brogdon. He's got 16. Six on the shot clock. George outside. Three-pointer. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. George has got 9.
Well, Brogdon's a pretty gifted passer and trying to do a great job of heading up this offense from the point position.
Outside man. Pass to Burke.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Smart's checked in for Poole. Krejci's checked in for the Hawks. This is why you want ball movement and player movement.
And that's made it hard for the defense to key in on any one individual.
Now here's George. 9 points in the game. Brogdon against LeVert. Outside Brogdon. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
Well, Brogdon's got a nice all-around game, and you don't want him to get going. He'll add to the point total with this kind of rhythm.
George over to help. Here's Mann. Connects from downtown. Mann's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Brogdon against LeVert. Outside Brogdon. Kispert up top. And Burke pulls it down. Burke's got 11 rebounds in the game. 40 seconds left in the third quarter here. Here's the pick. Pass to Mann. Here's the 3. And Holmes pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Now Smart. Stolen by Capella. On the wing man. Inside, Burke. And Holmes pulls it down. Outside Brogdon. Back to George. The 3 ball. The shot misses. And so it's Washington ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. And their defense. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the floor for Atlanta, they've got Karis LeVert, and it's Burke in at the center position. Washington leading by 23. Pass to Brogdon. Releases. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart. Brogdon's got 20.
Well, everything in sync right now for Brogdon. Nice base, good timing, good release.
Down low. Here's Burke. And a nice finish on the layup. And Brent, you look at the greater parity around the league. One factor, rebuilding teams can't hoard cap space like they once did.
Yeah, BA, so much tougher for teams to absorb these huge contracts in exchange for picks. So now you've got to use that cap space from day one, jump on the guys that you think are going to propel your team and hope for the best. And so far, he's a can't-miss player, a superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Smart looking around. Shoots from the block. Atlanta with a rebound.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Man, the pass to Burke. No good there. Washington leading by 21. Oh, it's stolen by LeVert. Back to Burke. Pass to LeVert. Here's Bufkin. Clock is at 3. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Niang, he's checked in for Gay. Holmes passes to Kispert. And again, Washington, no good. Hawks trail by 21. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Washington?
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
Sadiq Bey, he's checked in for George. Capella, he's checked in for the Hawks. Matthews comes in for Bufkin. And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. Niang, he's checked in for Capella. Smart outside. Back to Brogdon. Lets it fly. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Brogdon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A great decision from Smart. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
LeVert goes against Smart. Here's Burke. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Holmes finds Brogdon. Can't hit it from 12 feet. Hawks trail by 19. Burke, the pass to Matthews. To the middle. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And there's not a ton of time left, but they're still in the game.
Pass to Bey. Outside Brogdon. They set the screen. The shot. Jump shot is good. Brogdon's got 11 points here in the second half. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Here's Burke, defended by Holmes. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Burke's got 20.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Kispert outside. Back to Brogdon. Pass to Holmes. Basket is good on the assist from Brogdon. Brogdon's got 3 assists now in this one.
And this is why you see Rashawn Holmes at the very top of those field goal percentage leaderboards at the end of the year.
LeVert passes to Niang. Now here's man, defended by Kispert. Bay with it. Outside Brogdon. Inside. Here's Holmes. The rebound by Atlanta. Burke's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Pass to Niang. To the inside. Burke, it's good. 22 points for him.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
LeVert goes against Smart. Now here's Holmes. And here's Bay. The fadeaway. And Burke pulls it down. Burke's got his 16th rebound on the night. Pass to LeVert. Niang outside. Back to LeVert. For three. And Holmes pulls it down. Holmes has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Bay. And Burke pulls it down. Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And you look at the history of the Hawks. Brent, they've won 1 NBA championship. That was back in 1958.
Yeah, B.A., tough for people in Atlanta to even recognize that because the team wasn't there in 58. They were in St. Louis, and they were led by the great Bob Pettit, who was one of the first really impressive, agile big man of his era.
So Washington ends up going with a new group, and the Hawks will go for a different look here. Johnson, he's checked in for Niang. Risache comes in for Mann. Daniels is checked in for Matthews. And it's Trae Young in for LeVert. To the paint. Here's Burke. It's rebounded by Washington. Sarr's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Down low. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Risache. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
It's always good to see Risache mixing it up down low.
And so it's Poole who brings up the ball for the Washington Wizards. They lead by 17. Clock at 6. From deep three-point land. Rebound Atlanta.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Wizards leading by 17. Pass to Sarr. Over to the left wing. Champagnie, the pass to Sarr. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Every time I watch Sarr, I'm just amazed at how light off the floor he is.
To the inside. And a fast break now for the Wizards. Shots good by Carrington.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Pass to Burke. On the wing, Daniels. Shots blocked. Now the Wizards in transition. Here's Poole. That one goes in.
Now staying active and staying energetic, that's how they want Jordan Poole to play all the time.
Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Outside Young. Here's Risache. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Well, Grant, we've heard some out there say dynasties are dead. And these days, there are a lot of teams contending for titles.
Well, the NBA is happy to see all the competition. But, you know, this league has been defined over the decades by dynasties. We'll see if their epitaph has been written.
And he drops the first. Well, it was a tough season for the Washington Wizards, Grant. A franchise. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really
Well, I knew we weren't going undefeated for the rest of the season.
Hit the showers. Wash it off.
Tough result. Now get over it.
MP? Everything good, MP? How you feeling, MP?
He about to tear the roof off.
Hey, and look at this. Fans are already pumped up, and the energy is visibly escalating outside of this venue. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And reporting from the sidelines all game long, we've got David Aldridge. And let's now take a look at some of the numbers for Karis LeVert.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. The guard set is Giddey and White. Buzelis out there with Dosumu. And it's Vucevic in at the 5. And for the Hawks, in the post, it'll be Johnson and Okongwu. Daniels out there with Young. And it's Mann in at the small forward position. Well, we know, Greg, early on in the year, teams still trying to figure out their rotations.
And it takes time before you find the rhythm you're looking for. Coaches will mix and match units to see what works best, with the thought also of the postseason.
So Atlanta will get the first possession. Young against Giddey. Young passes to Daniels. Young outside. Down low. Here's Mann. Rebound by the Bulls. Now here's Dosumu. Pass to Giddey. And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann. That is his first foul of the game. Atlanta on D. Dosumu with it. Clock at 6. The Bulls need to get a shot off. Inside, here's Johnson. And it's Johnson with the jam.
And how about the find by Trey, making sure he keeps his teammates involved.
Now here's Dosumu, defended by Man. Pass to Vucevic. Over Okongwu. And he can't bank that one in. Young dishes to Okongwu. And the foul called on Josh Giddey. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Man. Pass to Young. Lets it go from deep. No good on that one. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Now Buzelis. And here's Vucevic. Not too proud of his numbers in that game against the Timberwolves, that's for sure.
And not a guy who takes a ton of threes, but Giddey can knock him down if you let him.
Here's Young, following the three-point basket by Chicago. Daniels kicks to Johnson. Young with no one around. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Giddey.